Hi everyone, today I have come with a book which I found extremely interesting. I finished reading this in a day and a half, and it's a long time since I've sat with a book like this. The name of the book is Chronicles of an Hour and a Half, written by Saharu Nusaiba Kannanari. This is Saharu's debut novel, and it is fantastic. It's a very stunningly visceral novel. The atmosphere is brooding. Rain is a huge aspect, it's a huge character, very important character in this novel. It's been raining continuously for 6 days. So, this story is set in a small village in North Kerala. And what happens on a Friday afternoon when a case of adultery is being known by a lot of people? There is 25-year-old Burhan who is having an affair with 40-year-old Rehna, and people cannot accept that. Rehna is married, her husband is in the Gulf, and her husband's family decide to do something about it on this Friday afternoon. There are multiple narrators, there are around 14 narrators, and we see this whole tale, this whole event spread over an hour and a half through their eyes. There are children, there are old women, there are old men, there are young men, there are the two people who are directly involved in this. So we are seeing these events unfold through their eyes. And it just reels you in. The language that the author uses and the way he describes everything that is happening. Then we see the power of WhatsApp. We see how WhatsApp is being used as a weapon. We see how people hide behind the screens of their phones and only their words are let out into the world, by which there is a strange disconnect that they are able to make between the words that they are spouting and themselves. I somehow felt that the WhatsApp in this novel is being used like the communal well in ancient times, where all the women used to come, congregate, they would exchange news. So WhatsApp in this novel is like that, where all the men come together, they are telling each other things, assumptions, rumors, everything. So there are these two people who are directly involved, and there is their family, and there are so many others who are not involved at all, but who see it as a collective wrong. So there is a line in which a woman says that a wife is seen as a communal wife. She should be above any kind of dishonor, because for all the men, it is kind of like a reflection of their own lives. And here we see that, how men take things personally, and they cloak their personal vengeance and the personal emotions and the personal insecurities and the garb of morality, and they try to take vengeance. So the story is very simple. But it's the way it builds up. It's the way emotions are being manipulated. It's the way, the course of emotions. I mean, you're stunned at the way people change. I like the way the author has written about women. Very, very strong characters. They're not out there, but you can see the strength in them and how they are trying to, make some sense of this whole madness that's going on, and how they try to, make the men see some sense. There is one woman who even locks up her husband because she says that you are the reason that a lot of this is happening. You are the one who's spreading rumors and gossip. You could have just kept things to yourself and nothing like this would have happened. She says it does not affect you. So why are you doing this? And she locks him up in a room. So there are these women. There is another woman, an old woman who has 5 sons, and she has a husband who all depend on her. She works and she brings home the money and she has to take care of them. These are all adult sons, okay? So we see how women are being affected by all this. And I absolutely loved Chronicle of an Hour and a Half, written by Saharu Nusaiba Kannanari. And please go and read this. If you want to have a great experience of reading a book which is written well and which has got a story which is very relevant. I was listening to an interview with this author, and he said that there are lynchings happening in Kerala also, and he had heard about it, and he said that it is very easy for emotions to be whipped up, and it is very easy for emotions to go completely haywire, and when people become part of a mob, That's what is in the book. When people become part of a mob, how their character changes, how they become vicious, and how all the negative emotions in them come to the fore. And women are not part of this mob. Women are just onlookers. So there are so many interesting factors here that you can note while reading this book. So there is nothing more I can say about the story, because it is this very small storyline. It is the characters who say all these things. It's the characters, it's the narrators who add that excitement to the book, who add so much of layers to the book. So, Chronicle of an Hour and a Half by Saharu Nusaiba Kannanari is an absolute banger. You should read it. It is written exceedingly well and fantastic. Go read. Bye-bye.